I don't know if you had any thoughts on it, but before we go to break, though, it is kind of inescapable to not talk about the Caitlin Clark.
Oh, don't! He knew where my mind was at. He knew where my mind was at.
I saw where you were going. I saw.
I don't want to open this can.
I know.
Wellington.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
At least I had to slightly address it because
all right.
In the last day. And last like few days, we have seen an uptick of, obviously with the WNBA and her kind of getting targeted for fouls and a lot of other players being jealous of her. And then Charles Barkley was saying, they shouldn't be hating her. They
should be thanking her. I think he said,
back on the map, giving it a lot more eyeballs, honestly, because the WNBA hasn't been talked about this much. And then we have situations with
breaking
Reese,
records for arena sales and viewership. And her game, I think the other night was the 4th most viewed WNBA game ever, I think. And it was a regular season game. And it's like, what are we talking about? But go ahead and finish your question, and then I'll respond. I'm sorry.
But to me, she has put in the WNBA back on the map. She shouldn't be getting this hate that she's getting, because honestly, she's doing so much for the sport. And I kind of have a problem when people are just dismissive and saying, it's just a certain reason why she's getting that limelight. I think whenever you have a player, a cash cow player type of player that is going to be able to generate more revenue, more viewership, that's a win. like that's a win for everybody. Obviously, you want to compete against her if you're a WNBA player, but at the same time, I'm like, there shouldn't be this like X on her back, like, oh, like put her away, like she's not what we want to see. Like, no, like she is giving you guys what you want. Like, but to you, what have been your thoughts on this just this narrative surrounding her, honestly?
It just seems like a massive amount of jealousy. It's like, you can say that it's wrong, that, there's great talented players in the WNBA, and it's a shame that there haven't been more eyes on it sooner. And you can say that while still not, trying to absolutely destroy this young woman who's trying to do something positive for your game. They have chartered flights now, Wellington. Like, it's like, because of her eyeballs and the revenue that she's starting to bring in. Why would you not want, as a WNBA player, for the game to be elevated, regardless of the reason? Sure, you've got Angel Reese saying, there's other players, me and other players that have helped spark this interest, and there's probably some credibility there, and there's some validity to that statement. But let's admit it, and let's be serious. You may not like it, Angel Reese, but Caitlin Clark's the biggest name of those that have elevated and have come into this class and bringing eyes. And I think there's just like a lot of players, for whatever reason, that just don't like how much hype she got out of college and coming into the WNBA in terms of bringing all the eyeballs. And so it's sad, really. And if they don't change it, that's why the WNBA is never going to go anywhere then. If they don't change their ways, and if you just try and cannibalize, basically, for lack of a better term, your best shot at making this game super popular, then you're never going to be anything. So it's one of those things of shape up or ship out. Because if people's perception of is they're just trying to wreck her career, then I think they're going to ultimately, tune her out. Now, I think that she's professional enough. She's going to take this in stride. Speaking of an MJ trajectory, and Michael Jordan experienced a lot of things when he came in as super transcendent player, expected to be in the league. I'm not trying to compare her to MJ again, like you said with Anthony Edwards. Want to be respectful there, but it's a similar thing of terms of a super talented player who's come into a league and was rude awakening. And I think that there's actually been a lot of validity. I know I was wrong in terms of like how much she would struggle, but I think it's going to end up making her stronger and better off in the long run. And so she's going to be able to adapt, become better. But it's a bad look for the league to me. If you want to make your game more popular and push it forward, and a lot of things that you all have complained about in the past, then embrace her. Like, she's bringing that to you all. And so you can, I guess, bemoan and be upset that it wasn't that way before. It is now, so you can either embrace it, or you can just, be stuck in your ways and be like, no, because it wasn't me, and because it wasn't sooner, and because it's just happening now, then we're going to continue to stay bitter and hateful and jealous. Okay, well then you can just go back to your relevancy then, I guess, and not have the eyeballs, or you can embrace this female player, this transcendent talent, and rake in some more money, get more deals and more added benefits that go along with the WNBA if you just embrace her and just accept her. Again, compete against her, have rivalries,